No, why you did this album by yourself right after you met that poet?
Yeah, in Ramallah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I did this project because of the travels into Palestine. That's the only reason why. Before I went to Palestine, there was no idea to do an album.
Okay.
I wasn't like, okay, I want to do my own album. I want to do something different than Groundation. I never wanted to. It was just, I went to Palestine with an activist, because I've been to Israel many times, and he said, let me show you West Bank. So I called Arno and I said, Arno, I will meet you in front of Damascus Gate, and you can take me into West Bank for a few weeks. So he did this. I traveled all over West Bank, Qalqilia, Nablus, Jericho, Ramallah, Bethlehem, Hebron, of course, and it impacted me a lot. Even in East Jerusalem with the families living in tents as they're getting kicked out of the courts. You know, Israeli courts are kicking them out of their homes. So I saw what was going on, and it affected me deeply. So when I returned to California, I had my iPod, my iPhone, and I sang music into it every night in the West Bank. Made up songs, made up music as it went along. So months later, I wrote all this experience down. It really weighed heavy on me, and I needed to do something. And all I had were these songs, and this Palestinian poet who told me that he didn't like reggae because of its Zionist negative message. I said, alright, I'm going to record this album in Jamaica using all Rasta Jamaicans just so I can go back to Ramallah and give him the CD and say, what do you think about reggae now? You know?
So did you give him the CD?
No, it's just happening now.
Not yet. Yes. When are you going to meet him again?
I hope if the latest will be December of this year.
Okay. Do you think he's going to...
I think he's gonna like it.
He's going to be impressed.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be.
His mind.
I think he'll be happy. Yeah, because already you have to imagine a Palestinian poet is already a rebel. You know, rebel from the Muslim kind of way. You know, and I met him in the only place that served alcohol in Ramallah. So you can, a person drinking alcohol in a very Islam society is very different.
Yeah,
so you can tell he's open to.
Open mind.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna love it.
Okay. C'était quoi l'autre question?
Unity.
What is your definition of unity?
Of unity?
Yes.
Yeah. I think my definition of unity is, I think to accept reality is unity. Because the knowledge that everything is one, Just as I was saying in there at the end of the picture on the wall, I was singing about building love. Love, L-O-V-E, not just like, oh, I love you. You build it on a solid foundation, and it's one foundation. It's not about being French, or being a Jew, or being a Muslim. It's about the oneness of humanity. We're all coming from the same root. So to me, unity is just accepting life in reality. Yeah, in reality.
That's a very beautiful definition. I just can't remember which one is the third question.
Right, what is it?
L'énergie, d'où vient de...
See, she knows what's going on.
Tu me prends juste ce moment.
Oui.
What is, where do you get this energy from?
Wow.
From your life, your experience, your traveling?
Yeah, all of that. I get it from my life and who I am and where I'm coming from. Like my four parents, my grandparents had to go through a lot they had a really difficult life. And I, being born in California, had a very blessed, wonderful life, Blessed. Yeah, like comforts and things, As opposed to four parents who were in concentration camps and marching through snow. I had this beautiful San Francisco Bay Area experience. So there's a feeling inside that I want to live and do all I can to uplift people out of this poverty and out of this difficult situations, because I realize that most people have life really tough. So I have this energy, and as I walk out and the crowd is there,
and smiling happy.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. This is our time to celebrate. Even for us as musicians, no sleep, not getting the food that we're used to, sleeping in the bus or whatever it is. The freedom is putting your instrument on and seeing the people. Yeah, let's play. Let's enjoy life.
That's very nice. Thank you very much.
Merci.